type in CMD and press OK. All right, so once you do that, the command prompt will open. So I'm going to zoom in so that you can see it clearly on your screen. Then the next thing I'm going to do now is to create, please, if you did this yesterday, don't do it again. If you created a folder, don't do it again. I'm doing this for the people that were unable to join yesterday. Please just pardon me. Okay, let me carry them along. I think somebody like Chick and Mrs. Noma, they were not here yesterday. I want to carry them along and came to where we stopped yesterday so that we all can be on the same page. I beg your pardon for that. Okay, so you do this, then the next thing you would want to do is you come to your desktop like this. You come to a desktop and you press Windows R. Okay, this box will appear again. This is called the run. Okay, the run dialog box. So you will type Notepad because Notepad is the editor will be using for the coding. You either press enter on the keyboard or you press OK. So this is Notepad file, and this is what we did yesterday. Okay, this is what we did yesterday. I will go ahead and pretend that nothing is there. I'll create a new Notepad file and close this one. Okay, so once you type, in fact, let me redo that again. If you press Windows R, this will appear. You type Notepad and press enter. Then it will open the Notepad file. Here is Notepad file. So let me maximize it. Now, let me start by just printing. Okay, let me zoom in so that I can see what I'm typing clearly. I'll just print double quotation mark, hi everyone, just like this. Hi everyone. Now close the parentheses. Now, if you look at top left over here, where I'm hovering my mouse, you see the name of this notepad is print hi everyone. And if I continue to type, you continue to add to the name. You see that? Continue to add to the name. I don't want that. Okay. I want to give the notepad a name. So I press Ctrl S on my keyboard. Ctrl S stands for save. Save. Then I'll select desktop because I want to save it on desktop. Then I'll press new folder because I want to save it inside a new folder which is on a desktop. And this folder, I will name it Python underscore projects. Now, if I name it like that, I'll have an error because I already have a folder that has the same name. I created this one yesterday. Okay. I'll go ahead, you see, it said confirm folder replacement. I'm having issue because I'm trying to create two folders that have the same name. So let me say no. Let me delete this one. This one is the one we did yesterday. So let me just delete it, okay, for the sake of the people that joined today. Let me name this one exactly the same name, Python underscore projects, because there'll be several projects. Okay. So once I do that, I've created and renamed the folder. Now I'll double click on the folder. Okay, I'm now inside the folder, but the contents of the folder is empty because I've not created any file inside it. Now, how do I know I'm inside the folder? If you look at the path, the top left, you see, I'm inside desktop. And inside desktop, I opened a folder called Python project. Okay. Now let's give it a name. You see, it still have that name, print hi everyone. Let's name it second project. Second project. Okay. I'm naming it second project because this is our second project. I'll name it second underscore project dot py. Py stands for Python extension. We are all familiar with doc file, which is for documents. Like if you create a file with an MS Word, the file extension is .doc, doc. If you create a PDF file, okay, a printable document format which you cannot edit, the extension is .pdf. So for Python, the file extension is .py. Py stands for Python. If you don't put .py, the code will not run. You must save it like this. Now, once you have done that, under save as type, you see, it is telling us that this is a text document, but that's not what we want. What we created is a Python file, not a text document. So we need to click on this and tell Notepad that it should select all files. Okay, of course, all files means Python files inclusive. Once you have done that, at the bottom right, you will see save. You now click on save. So we have saved it. How do I know that I've saved this? If you look at top left, you can now see second underscore project.py, which is the exact name I named it. And if you look at the path where it is saved on desktop inside a Python underscore project folder. Good. Now, how do we run it? Remember, I'll click on this to open the CMD we opened previously. How do we run that that file we created? Okay. Now, there's what we call CD. CD stands for current directory. Okay. Remember that I saved that file. Let me go back. I saved this file inside desktop. And inside desktop, I created a folder called Python underscore project. So the first directory I need to enter, I'm already in my directory. Okay. Your directory needs to show your name. Okay. So the first file I need to enter will be desktop. So I'll just type uh, desktop. Okay. And press enter. You see, I'm now inside desktop. Okay. I'm now inside desktop. Now I'll go back here again. Inside desktop, I have a folder called Python underscore project. Okay. So I'll type CD. CD means current directory. I want my current directory to become Python underscore project. You press enter on the keyboard. Now I'm inside Python underscore project. Now, remember I created only one file inside there, and that file is this file over here, second underscore project. If you want to see the file, I can just type dir, which stands for directory. Directory means give me all the files and folder inside this folder over here. Okay. So if I press enter, it will give me all the files. And of course, you know there's only one single file. And how do I know that? One file. Okay. And that file is taking up to 20 bytes. 20 bytes, just a very small memory. And I have up to this bytes remaining in my computer. You may have a higher value, okay, depending on type of computer you're using, whether it's 1 terabyte or 500 megabyte, 500 gig memories storage. Okay, so the name of the file is second underscore project.py, and if I want to run it, I will need to see my screen is already messed up. I mean, there are just so many things on my screen. Okay, so let me clear it. So how do you clear? You type CLS. CLS stands for clear. Once you type it to press enter, it will clear our screen and give us a neat working environment. Now let me type Python run second underscore project for us. So you just type Python and then the name of the file you want to, followed by the name of the file you want to run. Python second underscore project. Remember, we ended it with .py. We ended the file with .py. Now the question is, what's the content of the file? The content of the file is hi everyone. So if I press enter, I'm expecting hi everyone to be displayed. So let's press enter. And there you go. Let me zoom in so that you see it clearly. Okay. So you see hi everyone. Okay. Because that's the only thing I have here. So if I can print another thing, let's say I'll delete hi and say future stack studio, just like that. Now, if I run this, even though I've added this one, it's not. It's still going to give me hi everyone. If I run it, it will still give me hi everyone. Okay. Now you may be wondering, how do I run this again? I need to type Python second underscore project. I know I told you that developers are actually very lazy when it comes to typing. In software engineering, there's what we call dry. Dry means do not repeat yourself. That is, if you have done something once, don't do it the second time. Just go and copy what you have done before and you reuse it. They will normally say is don't reinvent the wheel. Okay, if somebody have invented the way, you don't need to go and invent another way. Just take the way that the person have invented and see how you can innovate it and come up with a better idea. So since I've already typed Python second project before, I don't want to. Maybe you like if you like typing and you just like it, you can go ahead and type it. But for me, I don't want to waste my time. I'll just press up arrow on the keyboard. Okay, at the keyboard you see up, left, down, and right arrow. Just press the up arrow. If you press it, it will bring the previous command you ran. You can see it. I didn't type it. I just pressed up arrow and it came out. Okay, and if I run it, if I now press enter, run means enter on the keyboard. Okay, you see, it gives me hi everyone, but unfortunately I have two things here. So what is going on here? Why am I not seeing this one? Okay, the reason is very simple. If you look at top left here, you can see a dot. If I bring my cursor, I see a cross. Okay, that means close. If I remove my cursor, I see a dot. That dot means that you added, that dot is telling me that you added a content to Notepad but you have not saved it. Okay, so I'm going to save it. Once I save it, it will change from dots to cross. It stay dots. I'll keep my mouse here. Look at it. Look at my cursor. I'll press Control S, and then that thing will save change to cross, meaning Notepad is now giving me a green light. Mr. Future Start, you have saved the file, so you can now run it. Okay, so you can now run it. You see, if I just added K now because I misspelled Future Stack, and that dots appear again. So I'll go ahead and click Control S. If I now go back here and press up arrow, enter, I will now see the two results. So in summary of what I just say, whenever you create something with Notepad, you need to constantly be pressing Control S, because if you don't do that, you will not see the results on the console. And just as I told you that we need to figure out a better way of doing this fast. Look at the way I'm doing this. I'll click on this one and then click on this one. Just think about it. This thing is taking me like a second to do, or maybe 30 seconds. I wouldn't want to be doing that because that 30 seconds can be cumulative. And if I do that over time, I must have wasted a whole lot of my time. So what I'm going to do, I wanted to see both of my screen at the same time. So what I will do, I want this one, the notepad, to be at the left-hand side of the screen, and then the run, this guy, this one, to be at the right-hand side of the screen. So the question is, how do we do that? Well, very simple. I already showed you Windows key on the keyboard. Just hold the Windows key. I'm holding it currently, and press left arrow on the keyboard. Left arrow. So I'll press left arrow. Good. And this one is already pushed to the left. I'll click on this one, hold Windows key and press right arrow. Good. So you see, I've now positioned two of them on the screen. You can see two of them clear. So whatever I do here, I can just come here and run it. And with that, I'll not be going forth and back by clicking this. And it looks like this is over maximized. So let me reduce this more, since I'm sharing two screen or two files. Maybe I should also maximize this one a little bit. And I think this is fine. So let me press CLS to clear, and also Control A and backspace. All right, so this is where we stopped yesterday. Okay, we talked about list and dictionary. But basically, this is what we did yesterday. So before I move on, I want to ensure that the people that joined us new are good to go. Please, are we in good shape? Can I move forward? If yes, just type
Sorry.
yes.
Wait, please, before we go,
Yeah.
I'm just getting, it's telling me Python underscore projects is not recognized as an internal or external command.
Okay. Okay. Did you add
Uh,
Python before Python underscore project? Did you put Python?
no, as in, that's Python. Okay, no, I didn't put Python. Am I supposed to put Python first?
Yes, you need to put Python. Yeah, and then
Okay.
space Python underscore project and run it.
Okay, let me see again. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Sorry, excuse me, sir. On the notepad, is it under file name that we have to save it as second project?
Yes, on the no, yes, is under file name. Is under file name.
Yes, they said Python was not found. Run without arguments to install from the Microsoft Store or disable this
Okay. The
or
first thing you need
disable.
to do is type Python space dash dash version. Let's check if you installed Python in the first place.
Python dash
Python
as
space
it space
dash dash
mhm,
version
dash dash
version.
version.
Yes. Enter.
Then enter.
Yes.
Python was not found. Run without arguments to install from the Microsoft Store.
Yeah, that means you've not installed Python.
Okay, is it that it doesn't recognize the one I have?
Okay.
Because I have
okay, you already have Python, right?
Python 3.13.
Okay. Maybe you need to share your screen. Let me help you and fix that.
Okay,
Please, I've stopped sharing. Go ahead and share.
okay. Mm,
Okay. Yes, I can see it. Okay. Okay, Python was not found. Installed from Microsoft Space. Okay. Um. Okay. Click on Microsoft Store.
okay. Which is Microsoft Store again? Sir?
Yeah. Just uh look at check the one, or you can just search for it. Look at it.
One number one, one number two.
Yeah. Type Python. Yeah. 3.13 is fine.
This
3.13.
one.
Yes. Okay. Gates. Get.
It has installed.
All right. Now go and run Python again. Let's see. Run Python dash
Okay.
dash version. Just up arrow. Press up arrow.
Okay.
Yeah, enter.
Enter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's shown now.
Yeah, now press,
Does it mean I do? Okay.
yeah, press up arrow 2 times. Yeah, it's okay. Press wait. It you know what you need to enter into Python underscore project CD. Press up arrow first.
Okay.
Just up arrow.
Okay.
Then left arrow to delete the Python. You know
I should
that
delete Python.
delete Python and type CD. CD.
Okay.
Enter. Okay. That means you did not save the Python underscore project on desktop. Now press dir. Let's check if the file is
Wait,
there.
there's Python. Wait, let me confirm. There's Python underscore project. So let me see what. Is
Okay.
it?
You see, it's
There's
projects, not
Python underscore.
projects. That one is projects.
Okay.
There's no S. So
Okay. There's no
yeah.
S.
Yes. So you
Okay.
need to now
So,
delete S.
so I should do it without S.
Yes.
Where am I, sir? Okay. Okay.
Up arrow.
So if I do this, then
Yeah.
remove S, a bit.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. It now works.
Hmm.
Yes, I'm not
DIR.
understanding anything here. I'm lost.
Okay.
Okay. Mrs. Shika, you're welcome.
I'm not understanding anything at all.
Yeah.
My
Just
mistakes is okay.
just calm down. Just calm down.
Okay.
And you know, my laughing at me. No
I
problem.
I
I'm not laughing. I said that we are together.
did you join with your laptop?
The thing, I'm joining with my phone and operating my laptop. I tried joining with my laptop. There's no volume in my laptop.
There's no problem. We can still uh, follow like that. Okay. Mrs. Noma, type DIR. It stands,
DIR.
yes, it stands for directory. Enter.
Directory. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check if Python underscore project. Second project is there, but the second project is
It's not my own. It's the
is
one my children were using.
yes, it's the one that your children are using. So you need to
Yes.
create yours. You need to
Okay, I should create another.
yeah, you need to enter
Okay, I
into
should create my own
file, notepad file.
file.
Yeah, just
Okay.
press
So I should
Windows.
do it from Notepad.
Exactly.
Okay, please guide me through this Notepad one. Oh, let me
Okay,
so that I can.
press file. Look at file. Press file.
Hmm.
You already saved it with normal.py. Press
Hey,
file.
that's yes.
Press file. Save as.
Okay.
Yeah, so that we can resave it. Save it as just save it second underscore pro. Okay, maybe save it with normal. But remember,
Or should I
whenever
create a new file? Should I create a new file for
okay,
it?
create a
A
new
new folder.
folder.
Sorry.
Yes, create a new folder.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So okay, inside, let me create a new folder. Maybe new folder, normal Python. Abi, I'm not the
Yeah,
Python.
yeah, small letter.
Okay, I should do small letter. Okay.
Yeah. Normal project underscore project.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay, good. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So okay, ma.
Yeah, you can enter into it by double clicking. Good. Now change the name. The name should be lowercase or through. You can name it
Okay.
anything.
Okay. So 1 second. Second underscore project, Abi.
Yes, .py.
.py.
Yeah. Now change
Then I
the
should
save
change
as
it to
type. Yeah, or file and then
so all
save.
files. Okay.
Yes.
Save. Okay.
Now you
Thank you.
can now run it.
So I should run it from so
Yeah.
I should come here again and now do.
You need to take a step backward to project. You know, you created a normal folder, so you need to press CD space dash dash to go a step
Okay.
backward so that you can now navigate
So
into normal project. Just
As
CD,
in,
CD, yeah,
I should do
CD,
CG.
yeah, space,
Okay.
space, dot, dot. That is full stop twice.
Dot dot.
Enter, yeah. It means go a step backward. So we are now
Okay.
on desktop. So now CD,
Okay.
let's enter into normal project. CD
CG.
space,
Mm.
just NN, then you can tap tab on the keyboard. NN tab on the keyboard so that it will autocomplete it for you. Yeah. Now enter.
Okay. Mm.
Good. You are now there. So you can now tap just dir to confirm that there is a file there. Okay, so we can see second underscore project. You can press up arrow maybe a couple of times to get Python second project.
This.
Yeah, it's not that one. Just be going. There's one that is Python. Yeah, up arrow. Just keep pressing up arrow. Yeah, that one. That one. Okay, be going. Be going. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Down arrow. Press down arrow once. Yeah. Change. Delete the S. Delete the S and change the second Python to second. Yeah. Use
As
back
in,
arrow. Use back
change
arrow and change that
back
Python
arrow.
to, yeah, to second project. It should be second.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
you can
okay.
now delete second underscore project. Now at the front, you can now put .py with, cursor doesn't work there, so you need to be using arrow keys.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So I should write dot
py.
py.
Yes, you can now run it. So you should
Okay.
see hi everyone. Okay,
Print.
you got an error because print is capital. It should be small letter P.
Okay. So I should come here and okay.
Then you need to also
So
control
then I'll save
S.
it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Just control X is fine.
Uh, okay. So if I do up
Up arrow
again
and then enter. You should now see
and
hello
enter,
everyone. Hi.
meet everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You are now a Python guru.
Ah! You go here.
Okay.
Okay, should I stop sharing so that
Yeah, yes, stop
um
sharing, please.
Mrs. Chika can.
Mrs. Chick, are you there, please?
I'm there. Oh, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah. Please, can you share your screen? Are you there, Mrs. Chika? We can't hear you.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm coming.
All right.
I know, sir. While we're waiting for Mrs. Chika, I need a stepwise way to, the way you just put normal through now. I want to do mine too. Because I like taking notes, then I'll practice it on my own. Can you please say it stepwise after the installation? What is the next thing, please?
Okay. It depends on where you stopped after the installation. Maybe if you're having issue, maybe we should just guide if you're having issue. Can you share your screen? I think we have lost Mrs. Chika. Maybe she's having internet issue.
All right, now after installing the
Okay, the
Python,
Python.
I
Okay,
go on to,
press Windows R. Press Windows R.
okay,
Okay, CMD.
okay, all right,
Enter. Okay. Let's confirm that you have Python installed. Type Python space dash dash version. Enter. Good. So you have it installed. Now let's check if you have if we can navigate to your desktop. Type cd space desktop.
CD. space yes. Oh, right?
Yeah, enter. Uh, you see, it's now giving us this same issue we saw yesterday. Okay.
Exactly.
Type cd space dot dot. Cd space.
CDs. I should enter.
No, no, don't enter. Type cd. Delete dot dot and type document. Delete dot dot dot. Just type doc, then press tab on the keyboard. Tab to complete document. You can now press enter. Type dir. Let's confirm. Enter. Okay, so we have Python projects. You can see it over there. Type cd Python space Python underscore project. Let's enter into that project. Underscore project. Enter.
And
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have this. Okay. So let's create a notepad file inside the Python project. Press Windows R and type notepad. Okay. Just type print high. No space.
okay.
Okay. Hi everyone. Yeah, double quotes and then Control S to save it. Okay. Let's select desktop. Just scroll down and select document.
Document or desktop.
You need to select documents.
Okay, it's on document.
Yes, it's on document. Now scroll down and look for the Python underscore project. Is there any Python project there?
No. Let's check it under desktop. Because I know it's under there. It's under desktop. I have it.
Yeah, but we can't navigate to your desktop. We can't navigate to your desktop. Okay, see what we are going to do. Press on the local drive. Look at local disk. The C drive. Look at
Why
C. Look at C. Yeah,
here?
press it. Okay, press users. Press users. Yeah, double click. Double click on HP. Okay, double click on documents. Documents. I think someone actually messed up with your laptop, and that's why there are some things I'm noticing that are not working properly. But it's okay. So this is the project, the one we are looking for. Okay, this is the
Okay.
one we are looking for. We are not supposed to go through all these routes to get to this point. Unfortunately, we can't access desktop directly from this part, but it's okay. We have already found a way out. So double click on projects.
This Python project.
Yes, good. So this is where we are. Now name it second underscore project dot py.
Projects
Yeah,
or project.
just project because it's just one project. Yeah, you
Okay.
can now select your files and then save.
Okay.
Now run it. Run it. Press Maybe you should do what I did. Maybe Windows left arrow, Windows left arrow, Windows. Anyway, no problem. You can do that later. Just type Python space second underscore project dot py. Second, yeah. Then press enter. Perfect. You are now a Python guru.
I'm not yet a guru. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Uh,
Can you stop? So whatever you type here, you can now just come here and run it. Please, is there another
okay.
person that is having issue? Let's help you because once we start, um, you may not you may not be able to follow us. Mrs. Chika, are you okay? I think Mrs. Chika has been having internet issues. She has been, coming in and going out, joining and leaving. Mrs. Chika, are you there? Once you click that share arrow, you will see. Good, good. Well, but the only thing we can see now is Notepad, but that's fine. It's fine. Python underscore project. You should have actually named the second project. Okay. Maybe let's rename it. Click on. Anyway, before we do, we need to check if you installed Python. So click on press Windows R. Press Windows R. Okay. Someone is asking how do I place my screen side by side. Very simple. Oh, Mrs. Chika, that means you have installed Python. I can already see it here. Okay, can you press Windows R? Let's run it. Mrs. Hannah, to place your screen side by side, just select the screen you want to place to the left side and press Windows left arrow. It will push the screen to the left. The one you want to be at the right hand side, maybe the screen that's the one I'm using to explain on my screen, you can click on it and press Windows right arrow. Okay, that's how to place your screens side by side. Okay, Mrs. Chika, you can now press Windows R, please. Windows R. Who is sharing screen, please?
What did you?
That's Mrs. Chika's screen.
Okay, type Python space dash dash version.
Yes, now we use it to
Press enter.
what? Yes, mention.
Okay, so you have Python installed. Now the next thing we are going to do now is let's run the program. Type cd space desktop. Let's navigate to desktop folder. Then press and
Mhm.
desktop. Okay, there should be K. Press up
Oh,
arrow. Up arrow. Yeah. Use left arrow. Yeah. K. And then good. Press cd space document. Document. S and then
enter.
enter. S, you need to put S. Enter. Good. We are now inside document. Now, let's create a folder. Type mkdir. MK stands for,
MK,
yeah, yes, dir. It stands for make directory. dir.
like this.
Yeah, ir. I before R.
IR.
R. Yes. Then space. You now type Python underscore project underscore project and press enter. Okay, now we can now type cd space Python underscore project. You can press tab on the keyboard to complete it.
Enter.
Enter. Good. So now let's create a notepad file. Press Windows R and type notepad. Windows R stands for run. Type note. Good. Enter. Good. Okay. Whichever one. Okay. Okay. Type file. Press on file. File. Save as. Let's rename it. We are using save as because you already saved it, so save will not work. Yeah, rename it to second underscore project. Second underscore project.
The Python project.
No, second underscore project. We have already created a folder, Python project. Just second underscore. Or if this is your first project, just name it first project. This is the main Python file. You already have Python project as a folder inside document. First, no space. So but if you named it first project, you need to,
Okay.
whenever it says second project, you should remember to type first project. Yeah, so you may just name it second so that we just uh, follow. I may say second project, you may forget that yours is first and you go ahead and type second.
Okay.
Yeah, so you may just name it second project. The name doesn't really matter.
So I should clean the first.
Yes, second underscore project. Yeah, close
Okay.
that space, close that space. Look at the space. Yeah, press save as type. No, not that one.
Under
Look at
under
look,
desktop.
look at save as type. Look at save as type. Click on it, save as type. At the left side. Click on that text document. Select all files. Okay, now let's save it inside your document. There's a problem. You changed the file name you just created, the second underscore project. You changed it. So
I
you need,
changed it.
yes, check it now. I can't see it. I'm seeing another thing. Just retype it, second underscore project dot py. Project dot py. Dot py. Py stands for Python. No, P as in parlor.
Every once.
Yes. Now click on top. Look at top left. Click on that or scroll up. You can just scroll up. There is this computer, or you scroll down. Look for this computer and click on it.
Computer.
They're either up or down. Scroll either up. There should be this computer. Scroll. Just scroll first. It's not there. Look at the scroll bar. Yes. Just be going down. Like this PC. Click on the C drive, the C disk.
Did the local disk drive?
Yes. Yeah, click on it.
I've clicked. I've done that.
It seems like you right clicked. Just click and click and yes, good. You're now there. Now scroll down and look for HP. Okay, click on users. users. Double click on users. Okay, HP documents.
I,
Yeah, double click on documents.
I should click on document.
Yes, double click to open it. Good. This is the Python project I was telling you we already created. Now double click on it.
No item match as such.
Yes, so we are going to create a file now. We have already done that. Click on save. Perfect. So we are done. We should now be starting. Just click on save. I'm happy that everybody is now in
I've
good
done that.
shape. Let's just run it so that you too will become a Python guru. Click on
So how
the
do I run?
the CMD. Click on the CMD, the black screen. Yes, click there. Good. Now, type Python.
Let me put it side by side.
Type Python. Okay. Type Python.
Here, where on that back?
Yes, yes, there. Python space second underscore project dot py. So what this command is doing, you are saying Python run second project for me. That's just what it's saying. Dot py. Then press enter. Dot py.
Is it dot py?
Yes, as in full stop. Now press enter.
Yes, I've done.
Enter. Wow.
I've done that.
You are now a Python guru. Hi everyone. So you have written your first program. Well
Yeah,
done.
thank you.
Okay, so we have several Python genius here. Okay, you can now stop
Please,
sharing.
can you hear me?
Yes.
Please, can you remind me how to split screen like this to have your two this thing showing
Okay, you
two
just
windows and
Windows, just you press the Windows key and then the left arrow. It will push the screen you want to go to the left. Then Windows and the right arrow will take the other one to the right.
okay,
Yeah,
okay. Windows left arrow. Okay,
yeah.
okay. So the one I want to go to the right, I should open it and click Windows
Windows
right.
right, exactly. Please check. Can you see it now?
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay. So you can still see it, right?
We can see your screen now, sir.
Okay, so I'll press, let's continue. Um, Control S to save, and then I'll type underscore project.py. Okay, it says no such find because I'm not inside desktop. So I'll say cd desktop. I'm in desktop, cd. You don't need to do this, please. Python underscore projects. Okay, maybe I should reduce this and Python space second underscore project. Okay, so you see everything is working fine. So now let's start. So yesterday we talked about, remember that when we put hashtag back of the code, that means we want to comment that code. And when you comment a code, you don't want that code to run. So we say we discussed lists yesterday and the dictionary. Okay, but we couldn't finish them. So let me let me refresh on that. Let me just recap. Okay, I say a list is just a list of items, just like we have Monday, days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and so on. Okay, all the way to Sunday. Okay, this is These are lists, okay? List of days of the week. This is the first one, the second one, the third one, and so on. So that is list. Now, let's say we want to create something like daily, let's just say morning underscore routine, okay? Morning underscore routine. So what do we usually do in the morning when we wake up? First of all, to create a list, you create a list with square brackets. This is called square brackets. This one is called brackets. Okay. This one is called braces. Each of these have different meaning in Python. So square bracket is used to create a list. So I'm going to delete this. I think you already know where to use something like this. Like if you want to print something, okay, that's when you use this. All right. For list, you want to create list, you use something like this. So let's now create the list of the items. Let's say something like, what do we do in the morning when we wake up? We pray to God. Okay. Let's just say pray. Okay, maybe you read your Bible. Let's just say Bible. Let's just say read Bible. Read Bible. The third one, what do you do? Let's say you brush up. We did all of this yesterday, but I'm doing it again for the sake of people that joined us today. Maybe the last one, you take your shower. So you take your bath. You just say shower. All right. Now, remember that this guy is dots. So I need to save it before it will work. I'll press Ctrl S to save it. So I've saved it. Okay. Now, if I run it by pressing the up arrow, I will not see anything. Okay. Why? Why am I not seeing anything? I'm not seeing anything because I'm not printing it. Remember that print is used to display it. So let me print it now. Let me print it. Let's print
Right.
morning.
There's no volume.
No volume. Can you hear me, please?
So we can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, please? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? My goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't know that I was muted. Oh, please, did you get how I did all of this?
No, sir.
I believe you were
we're
seeing
just
my
copying
screen even
you.
though
We
you
didn't
couldn't
even
hear
know
me.
you were talking.
Did you follow how I did all of this?
We're just we're just typing it on
Please
the.
confirm. Did you follow on all of this?
We're still doing it. I'm still doing it. I'm
I
still
said,
typing it after you.
okay,
I'm just seeing your screen now.
Mm.
okay. Oh, can you all hear me now?
Yes, we are hearing you.
Okay, so you type, so if I now press Control S and up arrow and run it, I'll see my list printed. Let me send this code to you. Now, click on the chat box. I understand that some of us don't have, we have different typing speed. So take the chat box, just copy it and run it on your notepad.
305,000. 305,000.
Copy it and run it on the notepad. Okay. So you see, the list is, I just saw the list printed. Now, let's assume that I want to print this one by one. Okay, maybe I want to print just the first one, prayer. Now to print prayer, what I will do is remember that morning underscore list, the name of the list. Okay, so let's store it. Let's to print the first value. The first item here is pray. The second item is read Bible. The third item is brush up. And then the last item is shower. Now, Python starts, there's what we call indexing. Indexing is just the different numerical values each of these have. Okay. You see, the total number of values there is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 items. So the Python will index this from 0 to 3. Okay. 0 to 3, which is still 4. Okay. 0 to 3. Because 0 to 3, how is it 4? Because we have 0, 1, we have 2, and we have 3. Okay, it's still 4 items. So the 0th item is pray. 1 is read Bible, and 2 is brush up, then 3 is shower. Let's check if that is true. Let's put a square bracket here. That's how we print each of the items. I want to print just pray. I'll put this and put 0. Okay, and press Ctrl S. Maybe I should clear my screen. Press up arrow. Run. See, I got pray printed because I'm printing the 0th item, which is the first item. Okay. So if I print 1, number 1, 1 will now be this one. You see, the counting start from 0. So the first one is not 1, but 0. This second one is now 1 to read Bible. So if I print 1, Control S, up arrow, I'll get to read Bible. Okay. Let's try and print this one, which is 2, Control S. Come over here, up arrow, and press Enter. See, that's brush up. And finally, let's print the third one, Control S, up arrow, and we see shower. So let's clear screen, CLS. Now you may be wondering, assuming that there are like you store all the questions you set for your students, okay? You store all of them in a list, and maybe there are up to 200 students in your class. You may be wondering, are we going to be printing this 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 200? Or maybe you store the list of products in your business center. Okay, maybe you are selling clothes. You store the list of clothes or products. For we to start printing this one by one, if there are many items, it's going to take a whole lot of time. So what's the shortcut? Is there a better way to do that? Yes, there is a shortcut or a better way to do that. And that's what we call that brings us to loop. So I'll put hashtag. Remember, if I put hashtag, the compiler will not run the code. Okay. Hashtag means don't run the code. These two are not being run. These two are not being run. So if I want to print all of these without printing them one after the other. Okay. So let's say you use loop to do that. And the first loop, there are about 3 different loops in Python. The first one we are going to discuss is for loop. Okay, for loop like this. Okay, that's the first one. Now, look at the syntax of for loop. I'll put it inside a hashtag, meaning I don't want this to run. I just want it to be a kind of explanatory text. So the structure of for loop is it starts with keyword for. It starts with keyword for like this. Then followed by the index. Remember that we say that this has start with 0 index, 1, and so on. So that the whole of that index, I'll just call it I. Okay, meaning at this point I will be equal to pray, and then the next one I will be equal to reading Bible, the next one I will be equal to brush up, and then I will be equal to shower. And if I have another thing in my list, I will be equal to that. So for I, in is a keyword, for is a keyword. For I in the name of my list. What's the name of my list? Morning routine. So I'll copy it. For I in morning routine, meaning for each of these routines, I can even say something like maybe routines like this. Instead of saying this, I can say for routine in routines, okay, for routine, which is one single routine, in the whole of these routines, all of this. Okay, you put a colon, press enter, and press space on your keyboard 4 times. One, two, three, four. Okay, to type print each of the routines for me. So inside there is just a print routine. Okay, so if I press Ctrl S and up arrow over here and run it, I get a very big fat error. And the reason why I'm getting
Because
this,
you did not put your S.
yeah, the reason why I'm getting the error is I did not put S here. Okay, because I changed this one to S. I'll press Ctrl S and then run it again. I'm still getting a very big fat error. This one is morning things. You say line 10. You see, line 10 is not even showing the line number. Okay, but this is where I'm having the error. Okay, this one is routines. Morning. I want to confirm that my spelling is correct. Routine, routine. Okay, you see the error I'm getting. I misspelled routine here. Look at the way I spelled this. ROUN. And this one is R. I did not put
Yes.
this N. Okay.
It's not
So
better to use I.
yeah, so it's better to use I, my brother. Thank you, sir. So let's just use I, okay? Okay, let's just use I, Control S. So let's run it again. Okay, CLS. Let's see this error clearly. I'm still getting an error. And the error says morning routine. Okay, I think I did not correct what Mrs. Chika said. I did not put S here because I have morning routines and here I have morning routine. So it's showing me an error here. See, this is a way to troubleshoot. Okay, it's saying routine is not defined. Did you mean routines? Did you mean routines? Okay, name error. Okay, that this name routine, which is this one, does not exist. So let me also say that if you get an error in Python, it doesn't mean you don't know what you're doing. It just means that Python does not understand what you wrote. Okay, so let me put S. Okay, I will now save and then run. Good. So you see, it printed very nice this way. And maybe I would like to put a space after .py. I'll put a new line here, backslash n. Okay, means new line, Control S or run. Good. You see,
I noticed something. The thing is not following sequentially.
it's not printing
Shower came
sequence.
first, then pray, read Bible, brush, and then shower.
Yeah, the reason why shower came first is because it's actually printing sequentially. You know, I'm printing shower here. Remember that the three is shower. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. I'm printing shower here. So let me delete this one. Okay. So if I press Ctrl S and run it, it will now print sequentially. Okay, pray, Bible, brush up and shower. Okay, and that's it. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so you get the idea. Now, remember that I told you that whatever concept I introduce, we are going to create a project with it so that we can match theory with practical. Okay? Coding is all about hands-on. It's all about practical. It's not theory that we all learned in our university days. Okay. Now, let me comment this. But before I run a new code, okay, let me not comment it. Let me send this to us so that we can run it from our own end, especially some of us that have challenge typing fast. So if you go to chat box, you'll see the code. You can copy it and run on the notepad. All right. Now, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear everything. Let's create a simple project. Okay. Let's take for example, I have two different lists. I have numbers underscore one, meaning the first number is equal to my list. Remember to square list, use a square bracket. I will store just the number from sequentially all the way to 12. Okay. I have 9, I have 10, I have 11, I have 12. Okay. I have 12, 12, 12. Okay. Now, I want to create a second number exactly like this. So I'll highlight this, press Ctrl C and Ctrl V to paste and change this one to number 2. Okay. And I just have it like that. So I created two lists. Okay. Exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. I want to use this to build a simple multiplication table. If you pick up exercise book, at the back you see multiplication table printed. They want to build something like that before we create today's project and end the class. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this, I just want to show us how we can use for loop to build a simple practical thing. Okay, since there are two different lists, that means for me to loop through all of them, I will need two for loop. I will need two for loops. Okay, so the first for loop we loop through one for
Check through
ah
the listing between 5 and 6. Excuse me,
oh
sir.
oh thank you,
Check
thank
through the
you.
listing between 5 and 6. You have done. Okay.
Yes, thank you, ma. Thank you, ma. For I, you see, you guys, every single person is really following. For I in number one, I did not put in. For I in number one, okay, let me print. I 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 spaces. If you don't put those 4 spaces, remember we call it indentation, you get an error. For I in number one, print I. There should be 4 spaces here. Four, four, four. Okay. We call it indentation after this column. Let's press enter. You see, there's nothing strange, just printed 1 to 12. Okay, let me also print the second one. Let's print for J, okay, in the second one, for J in second one, like this, okay, for J in second one, the space will now be 1, 2, 3, 4. You get to this second for loop, then 1, 2, 3, 4 to create a space for this for loop. So this F is 8 spaces from the beginning here. Okay, the first four is the one from here, the second four is the one from here. 4 plus 4 is 8. So I want to print I and J. I want to just print I, comma J. Okay, Control S, up arrow, and I print. You see? So what is going on here? It printed 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 1, 5. Why is he doing like this? Why?
Excuse me, where did you get the letter J from? And I.
Yeah, the I is for the index of these, each of these. J is for the second one, just to differentiate it. J is for the index of the second number, numbers two.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so look at what is going on here. Just to keep things simple, I'm going to reduce, I'm going to reduce this to be I'll reduce this to just be three numbers. I'll take it back to that point. I want to because I like showing how things work from first principle. Okay. I like doing that so that you can actually do whatever thing you want to do. Now let me run the code again. Look at what is going on. We need to understand how for loop works. Look at now for I in number one, I is each of these. So this is 0, this is index 1, this is index 2. Okay. Now, and then for J in number 2, print I, J. Okay, so the way this thing works is The way this thing works is it will print, you see, for I in this, it will print this one. Okay. Now, the next iteration will enter into the second one. So I, which is this one, will be printed. J, okay, which is this one, will be printed. Okay. So for I, let me type it. For I equal to um I equal to 1, which is this one. J, okay, will be equal to, we run 1, comma 2 and 3. But let me change this one. Let me change this one. Let me change this one to text. Let me change this to A, just to differentiate it. Just to differentiate it. A, B, and C. I want us to understand what this thing is actually doing. Control S. Okay, Control S. Let me run it. You may not need to type. Just watch me. I'll tell you what to type. Okay. So what is going on here is if I is equal to 1, which is this one over here, the second loop will loop through the whole of the second number. You see, I is 1, A is printed, I is still 1, B is printed, I is still 1, C is printed. Okay. If I have D here, I have D here, for example. Okay. While I is 1, each of these will be printed A to D. You see that? Now, when the whole of this has been printed, while I is 1, the loop will now come back here again and move to I equals to 2, which is this one over here. So when I is equal to 2, J will be equal to A, will be printed. J equal to B will be printed. Y I is 2, J equal to C will be printed. Stay I equal to 2, J equal to D will be printed. After that, it will now move to I equals to 3. Okay. And then J equals to A will be printed, B will be printed, C will be printed, and D will be printed. So if you add another number here, like 4, is basically the same thing. Okay. It's basically the same thing. Okay. So I will be 1, all of these will be printed, 2, 3, and then 4. So that's how for loop works. Okay. So I'm now going to go back. I'm now going to go back to the number I had before so that we just create multiplication table before we start today's projects. Okay. Just about 2 or 3 lines. Very simple. Okay, so this is where I stopped. Okay. This is where I stopped.
So you check the numbers in number one. They are not complete. One, two, three, six. There's no four and five.
Hello, you were saying something, please.
Yes, I said for numbers underscore one, the numbers in in the box is not complete. One, two, three, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. There's no four and five there.
Thank you, ma. Thank you so much for that correction. Okay, so what we are going to do now is first of all I'll print welcome to simple. Let's just say welcome to my multiplication table. Okay, welcome to my multiplication table. I'll print, I'll press Control S and then run up arrow, run. I'll scroll up to say welcome to my multiplication table. Maybe I should put backslash n here. and then run again. Okay. Just forget about the contents. Forget about all of this. Is the thing I explained before. I've already explained that. So print welcome to my multiplication table with this space over here. This space is because of this backslash n I put here. Okay, so how do we do multiplication table? You know those things that our children used to sing when they were in primary and nursery school. One times one, one times two, two, one times three, three. So how do we do that? So we can do something like instead of printing ij, let's print because look at what is going on here. This is actually multiplication table. This is one times, okay? But this one will be one times one, okay? The only thing for us to do is to put times here and put equal to one. One times two, two, one times three, three, up to what? Up to one times 12. Okay, and this one is two times multiplication table up to 2 times 1 2 2 times 2 4 up to 2 times 12, and this is 3 times up to 12. And if you go down, you now get to 12 times 1 12 times 2. Well, we all did this when we were in nursery and primary school. Okay, so we're almost there. So but I mean it's not multiplying. We are just having 1 11 12 13. I mean this is not multiplication. So instead of putting comma here, let's put multiply. Okay, so that it will just multiply the two numbers. Now let's run it again. Okay. All right. So if I run it, you see I'm getting multiplication. I'm now getting 1, 2, 3 because those two pair numbers that were here, I now multiply them. But this thing doesn't make sense. I mean, even if you use AI to run this one, it may take AI may still find it difficult to anyway to check should be able to detect that we are running multiplication table. So we need to show that. How do we show it? So let's do something like there's what we call F keyword. You press F, put quotes, and put quotes here. Okay. If you do that, you this one can now be in braces. This one can now be in braces like that. And then this one here, you now put here. You can now put. What we are timesing is we are saying I, okay, multiply by in braces j I multiplied by j, okay, is equal to I times j. So if I run this now, if I run this, I will get a better multiplication table. You see, I'm now getting 1 times 1, 1, 1 times 2, 2, 1 times 3, 3. But even though I'm getting this, and this is correct, okay, this is correct. This one is for 2 times, this is 3 times, okay, and this is 4 times. Even though I'm getting that, I mean, this thing is just the whole of this thing is messed up. I need to put some space, at least at the end of one time or one times, I should put a space. How do we put that space? How do we put that space at the end? Okay, maybe we should come here and just print. That is, we should come, we should say, remember that the way this thing work, when I is equal to 1, the number 2 will print 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, when I is equal to 1. So we say, when I is equal to 1, okay, just put space for us when I equals to j. This one when j equals to 1 to 12 has completed, just print space for us. Okay, I'm here 1 2 3 4. I'll now put print this space. Just print an empty space like this. Space like this. Sorry, like this. Control S. If I now run it this way, okay, good. You see, it's now looking much better. The 1 times is like this with a nice space here. Okay, the 2 times is separated here with a nice space here. The 3 times and then all the way to 4 times. But assuming we designed this for our children, okay, we created something like this for them. Maybe you look into your house, there's no exercise book for your child to practice one time. So you can just create a Python code like this and make him. You can even make it engaging for the child. We can redesign this such that if you type 1 times 1, the child will type 1. Then the code will check if it is correct. If it's correct, we should check it. It will tell the child good. If it's not correct, it will tell the child try again. Okay, so we can update the code to do like that. You get that? We can update the code to do like that. But that is not the you can go ahead and do it later when you'll be practicing. If you have issue, you let me know how you can use this and create for your little child, maybe in primary school, to make it engaging instead of just cramming 1 times 1 1 1 times 2 2. And when you ask the child 1 times 8 is what, he wouldn't know the answer. He will need to sing it as a song before. Okay, so the modern way of teaching children is they need to know exactly what they're doing, not just singing it as song. So we can create programs for our kids on how to do that. Anyways, having said that, another issue I have with this is, if you need to actually look critically to know that this one is 1 times. What if we put an indication and this one is 1 times here, and this one is 2 times here, and this one is 3 times here? Okay, so let's do that. So we'll say print. Okay, what am I printing here? Remember this one is I. So print I, comma, times. So when I is 1, it will print 1 times here. When I is 2, it will print 2 times here. When I is 3, it will print 3 times table. If I let's just say times and the table. You may be wondering, why am I putting this one in double quotes and I'm not putting this one? Because this one is a string. Okay, this one is a verb. So we don't need to put it in double quotes. I press Control S, and then I think the calculator is done. Okay, I run it for the last time. Good. And you see it's now perfect. If I go up, you can now see welcome to my application table, 1 times table, 2 times table, 3 times table, all the way to what? All the way to 12 times table. Of course, 12 times 12 is 144. Okay, so see, this is just a simple project on how you can use the for loop I introduced. Okay, for loop. All right, so I'm going to pause here and take your questions. Maybe let me also send this code to the chat box so that we can run it from our end. Now take our questions before we build the project of today.
Thank you very much, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I've been following you and I've typed everything. I was typing it as you were typing.
Good.
But I want to know. I now tried, okay, because I didn't want to spoil the first one we did. That's my first. I opened the second tab
Yeah.
for it, this particular code, so that I didn't want to erase the first one that I have done.
Yeah.
But when I was now trying to run it, I was now getting error. I was like, I can't remember how I did it the first time to be able to for it to see, because it was telling me that I was not seeing it.
Okay.
Do you understand? When I was trying to run it,
Yes. Can you share your screen? Let's look at it together.
can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Okay, and this is the second one. Sorry. Is it? See what I have now.
Okay.
So this is what I saved. This is what I saved it as.
Okay.
So I I've tried putting it like that. I don't know. I wasn't. It's like it's telling me normal three is not recognized as an internal external command.
Okay. You did
So I
not put
wanted to know
Python
how
before it.
to
I think
bring
you may need to put just up arrow. Put up arrow. Yeah. You want
up arrow.
yes, enter. Press enter now.
Okay. But what happened? That was what was there before. How come
Yeah.
he didn't read it the first time?
It's because you did not put Python before normal underscore three. You did not type Python before normal underscore three. Look at it up there, the first one.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's working fine now, right?
I can see it here. Okay, but this one is though
No.
he didn't put. Is it that he didn't put it that times table one that you said we should put? He didn't pick this one. This prints times the putting times table in on it.
Okay, it didn't. Did you save? Check if you saved.
Okay, okay, it's possible that I didn't save. Okay, I've saved now. So let me do it again, Abby.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, it's showing now.
It's showing now, right? All right.
It's showing now.
You are now a
Yes.
Python genius.
Yes. So,
Python.
okay. Thank you.
I
So let
don't
me
know.
stop sharing, Abi.
It's okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please, is there
Thank you.
any person with issue? Please, if you are following, just type right on. If you have issue, you need to let me know so that we can guide you.
Sir, I missed it out. I was
Please.
distracted a bit.
Okay. So where did you miss out? I sent the code.
Okay, can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Share your screen.
I'm sharing. Can you see it?
Uh, Not yet. I think we are seeing it, but is the whole thing is black. Yeah. Can can you copy it? Can you run what you have on your notepad?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, just control A, control V. Good. Control S to save. Okay. You can now press the up arrow. Yeah, enter. Okay. It's a yeah, delete the print routine, the print morning routine. Or you may just comment it out. Look at, you may take it to the left side, the print morning routine. Just take it to the beginning of the line. That is the fourth line, the line 4. Yeah, take it to the beginning of the line, the print. Make it to start from the beginning. Okay. If you are deleting it, then you need to delete. Yeah. Okay. Good. Now, yeah, you can run it. Control S, then run. You need to always save.
Sir, to run it, is it just enter?
Yeah, to run it, you press up arrow to bring the
Okay.
the last command and then enter. Yeah, enter.
Oh, great.
Perfect. Perfect. You are now a computer genius. Well done.
Thank you, sir.
That's excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just complete. Let's just finish up with today's project. I think we are we're already lagging behind. So I'm going to clear all of this. Now today's project is, let's say we want to create a multiple choice question. Just like in every single sector, we usually have multiple choice question A, B, C, D. Okay, if A can be correct, if A is correct, then we mark correct. If B is not correct, we mark wrong and all of that. Just multiple choice question. We want to simulate people that create job interview and even exam bodies, how they do that. So we want to see how that thing is being done from internally. Okay. There is an app. There's an app I created some time ago for people that are lazy in learning. Yeah, because there are some students that don't want to suffer themselves. So we created something that we help them to learn in a very fun way, fun and interactive way. Okay. Yeah, I created this thing some time ago just for secondary school students. So you can select category here. You can select science, for example. You can select a difficult level, maybe medium, question type, multiple choice, and maybe let's say we just need 5 questions. Click on start to start it. So you see the interface. It has a bar, a time tracker, a question, options, the number of questions over what you have got, what, and then skip. You can decide to skip a question. An animal in a fish if it's an animal is a fish if it have things. So let me just select this to check if it's correct. Okay, so I failed that question because I'm having 0/5. I've completed 20%. What is the name of triangle with three sides of equal length? That is a equilateral triangle. So if I click it, if it is correct, it will, okay, you say I failed it. So I'm still having 0/5. What is etymology? The study of etymology. The study, let's just say skull. So if it is correct, okay, I still fed it. What are petrol, this, and oil? Let's just say hydrocarbons. So if it is correct, it will dim lights, and you see that. So that one, I got that one. So this is now 1/5. Okay, and this one, blah, blah, blah. I can just go ahead and check anyone. If it is correct, it will tell me correct. If it is wrong, see, I also got that one. So I got 2/5. Percentage score 40. I can play again. Now I want us to create something like this. Okay, sometimes we can build this for maybe just for our children to play around. If we can even turn it into Bible something, Bible quiz. We change the questions to be Bible and then they'll play around with it. You can turn it to their English book or any subject they teach them. You create something like this. Okay, for any subject they teach them in school, and you make it in fun way so that if they don't want to study, sometimes they give your children assignments, they'll just be at home watching cartoon. So if you do something like this, they would like to be pressing it, but in that way they'll actually be learning. Okay, so we created it for students that don't usually like to learn. Now we are going to build that thing within the next 5 to 10 minutes, and then we'll round up. Now, before we create it, we need just one more thing because we are going to use for loop to create it. But before we do, we need just one more concept, and that concept is dictionary. I mentioned it earlier. So, what is a dictionary? A dictionary is just a key value per uh, 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 Python, a key value per function. Let's take, for example, we created let's say routine. Okay. We created routine like this, and we have something. This so dictionary starts with braces. Okay, list start with square brackets. Okay, so dictionary is braces. So let's say we have in the morning. In the morning, okay, let me use student to explain. Let's say these students maybe
Uncle Steve, please.
yes.
This next window you are running.
Okay.
My own, I don't know how to open that running as aspect.
Okay, you mean this black one, right?
The second, yes.
Okay, is Windows R CMD. This is actually command prompt window. I just press Windows R and type CMD. Or you can share your screen so
Yeah.
that we can help you to do that.
I've done that.
Aha.
It will give me. Okay.
Yes, you now
So
navigate.
how does it link to the other one?
Yeah, the way it links is you press CD desktop. You and Hannah are using special kind of HP laptop. So you press CD, navigates to documents, then CD, Python projects, and then you'll be there. Maybe I should stop sharing so that you share. Is this something that you can do?
Let me see if I can do it.
Please check. If you can, just let me know. So we have Emma. Let's say Emma scored 90. Okay. So this is the key. Emma is the key. Okay. Emma is the key. This is the value. The reason why I did not put this one in double quote is because an integer. This one is a string. Okay, maybe let's say that Ada, okay, Ada stored, let's say 99. Let me store one more. Maybe Obi scored 89. Okay, so let's just print it, just as usual. Whatever we create, we usually like to just print and see what we have. Control S, then up arrow. You see, it just printed every single one of these. Okay, but what if I want to print a mascot? Mascot. So how can I do it? So you press routine, use square brackets, and say in double quotes, I want to print just a mascot. Control S. So if I run it, it will print 90, which is a mascot. You see that if I want to print to B score, I just type OB here. OB here, Control S. And sorry, this is capital O, Control S. Then run it. Prints OB score. So this is the key, and this is the value. The key can be number. The key can be string number, just like this one. The key can also be just anything. It can be anything. The key can be anything. The value can be anything. Okay. Let's try to use dots to access it. Maybe dots like this. Check if it will work. Say a routine, then dot M. Let's check if it will work. You see, it didn't work. So the way to access it is square bracket and then the name of the key inside a square bracket like this. So Control S, if I run it, I get 90. Okay, so that is a dictionary. Now I can actually store, uh, you see, I can store many things. Say I stored three different things in this one dictionary. One dictionary. I can create a list of dictionary. What does that mean? List of dictionary. Okay. List of dictionary. What does it mean? It means a list that have a dictionary in it. Okay. Okay. The square bracket is a list. Then the braces is a dictionary. Okay. So we are going to use this to store the data bank of our question. I just showed us some equation for those that don't want to really want to study. Those that want to study in a fun way, in a fun and systematic way. Okay, so I'm going to clear all of this. Now let's say question bank. Let's say question bank. Okay. So our question bank will be equals to it will be equals to a list. I'll press enter. Okay, enter again. So this is the opening square bracket of the list. This is the closing square bracket. Inside there, I will create a dictionary like this. Okay, this first dictionary will carry three items. First of all, it will carry the question I want to ask. Question. Okay, the question will be the key. It will be the key, and the value will be the question. The value will be, let's say, who is the governor Enugu State. Okay, so this is the key, this is the value. Okay, now maybe I should take this one, this brace is down here, and after this I'll put, let me also zoom in here so that this thing will be clear. I'll put a comma here, press enter. Remember that, this is like this is like this, okay? This is lists of dictionary. Okay. So this is the first dictionary I'm creating. I created the key question, who is the governor of Enugu State. All right. Now, inside here, I also want to create options. Options. Okay. So the options is also going to be, you can also inside the dictionary have a list. So the option is going to be a list of the options. Okay. The first one will be A. Let's say, uh, let's say Buhari. Okay, okay. B. Okay, let's say Peter. Mba. C. Okay, C. Let's say, um, let's say
Peter Obi. Peter Obi.
Jonathan. Okay, Jonathan. Okay, okay, Peter B. That would be D. D. Peter B. Okay. I have the options. Now I have question and I have option. Many of us have written interview, and even as a software engineer, you are still going to write interview. When you master software and start applying for foreign jobs, you are still going to write interview. They are going to ask you some multiple choice question. Though most of the question is what they call coding question, coding interview. They will give you a code and ask you to solve the problem. Okay, I've written a good number of them. Just like all of these that we are doing. Okay, they can ask you to just give you a question, and so when we get to interview and how to scale through, we'll discuss that one. Now, I'll put comma, and then here we have answer. Of course, we need to put the answer. Okay, of course, we know the answer is B. Okay, so we type B. Okay, remember this is a dictionary. This is a dictionary. This is the first key. This is the value. The second key, the value, which is a list. Okay, okay, because a list can actually be the value. You see, the value, the one we did before, where we just had a single number like 90 as the value. For this one, we are having like lists value. Is still correct. Answer, we are having a single alphabet. Okay, so this is our first question. This is our first question. Just to keep things simple. Remember, I said I don't like making things complex. I like, even if something is complex, I like to break it down so that we understand. And I don't want to combine a whole lot of things to avoid causing confusion. So we are going to add more things here. Well, let's just leave it like this and create that thing I showed you, that application I showed you before now. Okay, so we have our question bank. Let me take this thing back to this side so that I can run it. The reason why I put it in full screen is for you to see the structure fully. You see, this way is not showing clearly. It's showing clearly, but it's not well structured. Okay, so the first thing we do is just go ahead and print it and see what will happen. Remember that the name of this list, this is actually a list. Okay, the name of this list is question bank, which contains all of our questions. This is actually the way they store. How many we know about NIN they do in Nigeria? This is actually how they, though they store that one in a file, which we'll discuss later. Okay, this is how they store our data in government's database, and they can pull it out whenever you need it. You just type something and print it out. Okay, as we continue, we'll see how to do all of that. So we press up arrow and run it. You see, it just printed the whole list. And this thing doesn't make sense because we are printing both the question, all of our options, and even the answer to the user. So it doesn't make sense. So what we want is we want to print only the question and the options. Then we want to tell the user to select either A, B, C, or D to answer. Okay. And when the user selects B, we'll tell the user your answer is correct. But when the user selects any option other than B, we'll tell the user you are wrong. Please try again. Okay, let's do that. So I'll clear this. Now, of course, you know that since this is a list, to look through a list, you use for loop. Okay, use for loop. So for each of these is a, from here to here, this is a question. This is a question. I can say for, maybe for Q or for I or for question, maybe for question, then where is this question? The question is in question bank. Okay, one, two, three, four. What do you want to do? Let's just print question. Okay, for now. Okay, we like keeping things simple. Let's just print question. Okay, so it still gave me exactly the same thing. For question in question, print question, a print. Now, what if it prints the same thing? Because this is the first element here, which is I, just like when we typed pray. Okay, just like when we had pray like this and we printed it. Okay, so if you run this, you should just print pray. Okay, because that's the first element. Okay, but these are elements comes as a dictionary, comes as a dictionary. So that's why when we run it, we just see the whole of that printed. I'm saying pray because I did not save this. We just see the whole of that printed. Okay, let me clear my screen. Now, I don't want to print all of this. I just want to print just the question, just this one. Okay. Now, I see that this one refer to the whole of this. Now, I want to go inside this dictionary. Remember, to go inside dictionary, the first element of a dictionary, which is question, or the first key of a dictionary. So we need to do something like, just to avoid confusion, let me make this one Q. Okay, let me make it Q. when you make this one key, so if I run it, it will still give me the same thing. I mean, I didn't do anything special. I just changed the name. Okay, but now what I want to do is I want to go inside this dictionary. So I will use square bracket and then the name of the key to print this question. Who is the governor of Enugu State? Okay, Control C in double quotation mark, Control S. So let's run it again. You see, I'm now seeing who is the governor of Enugu State, and that is much better. Okay, because you don't want to show the people that is taking the exam you are sitting. You don't want to show the person the answers at the same time with the options. Okay, but I need a space here, so I can put maybe somewhere. Uh, this is who, and this is where I'm printing. Maybe somewhere here I can put backslash n. Okay, I'm getting error. Okay, yeah, I'm getting the error because of this square brackets. I don't need to do that. So to fix that, I can, okay, one thing I can do is I can just come here and print space, print, print space like this. I think it will fix that. Perfect. So I have that space here now. Okay, let me close my screen. I run it again. Okay, this is the governor of Enugu State. Good. Now, I don't just want to print question. I want that if I print question, I want to also show the options so that the user, when they see I don't want this to be, to be a subjective question. If it's a subjective question, that means I want the user to type in the answer here. But I want this to be a multiple choice question, just like the one I showed you. Okay, so that the user can, can choose from list of options. So the next thing is to print the options. All right, this is our options. This is the key, and then the value is a list. So we need a for loop to enter into this list. Okay, remember, we need a for loop to enter into it. So we are already printing question here. So I'll press enter here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we are still inside this for loop. Okay, so you need to be inside it here. Reason why we are inside it is because this list is inside this big list. Okay, so what you're typing here, the four you'll be typing here will be inside this one. Inside this one. Good. Let's say for option. Okay, that's for one single. There are several options here. List usually name list to be in what do you call it? Usually name list to be in plural form. Okay, plural form. Then when you say for option, not options. Okay, for option, which can be this or this or this. So for option, which can be that of this in options. Okay, that means in all of this now. Okay, so column one, 2, 3, 4. So I'm now beside this for loop. I need to also put point indentation 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm now inside the second for loop. Okay, so I can now say print the options. Sorry, the option, which is this guy here. Print the option. Control V, Control S. Now let's run it. Okay, we are getting error, and error is in options. You see, it's saying line 11, but we can't see lines. It's not showing any line. And that's why no, I told you that notepad is very difficult. Okay, but it's okay because it's okay. You leave it like this. Okay, because well, there was a job I would have gotten. It's actually a foreign job. But the reason why I was disqualified is because I I they gave that was the first time. That was when I was starting in coding. Okay, so then I was using platform that was helping me to code. Okay, and that's why today I totally discourage it. I discourage people from using those platforms. You just need to learn to code from scratch. They gave me a whiteboard, just a clean whiteboard like this and say type. So when I get error like this, I was finding it very difficult to fix the error because it will say line 11, but if I come here, I will not see any line. Okay, and it really paid me that I lost that job, but it's well. Okay, as I later got to that ones. So, but the thing is that we need to just learn how to do this. I've said it before and I'm saying it again. Okay, so that you don't feel discouraged when you get an error. That's why I'm saying it. Okay, that you don't feel discouraged. Okay, so what we'll do now is you press Control S. Okay, he's saying for option in option, and is giving this. So why is he giving that this? The reason why it's showing us this is because this thing does not exist. What exists is these options, and these options exist as a key inside this dictionary. Inside this dictionary. Okay, so and what we are using to loop inside dictionary is Q. So you see the way I assessed question Q, then question, I need to also assess options like that. So this thing should be Q, it should be Q in square brackets, okay, Q in square brackets, and then options, Control S. Then press up arrow and press enter. Cool. So you see, I'm now saying, let me clear and do that again so that we can see clearly. So you see, I'm now seeing it clearly. Who is the governor of Enugu State? A. Buhari, B. Peter Mbah, C. Good. And I think this make more sense. But the code has ended without allowing user to type the answer and without telling the user, giving the user instruction on what to do. Okay. So let's give user instructions somewhere here. Okay. We'll tell the user um maybe let's create an input. Let's create an input, okay, for user selection. So we'll say this is user answer. User answer, press enter 2 times. User answer, okay, user answer is equal to, remember we don't need to convert this to integer because we are not working with numbers. So, but we need a function called int. Okay, and we need instruction to give the user, please, let's say select a, okay, in bracket like this, select A or B or C or D. Okay, Control S. Let's run it. Enter. Okay, you say, who is the governor of Enugu State? Please select A, B, or C. And user is blinking where I can select. So I can actually type something here. Okay, type something here. Okay, so just if I type something here, it just immediately attaches to this one. So let me put colon here and put a space here. Okay, run it again so that I'll get. It should give. I want to see a space. I can press Ctrl C to clear that. And press CLS. Okay, and then run it again. You see, I have a nice space here. Right now. Okay. Now let me type. Of course, B is the answer, right? Let me just type B and run. And nothing happens. Why? Because I've not told the code to do something. I've not written a lot what should happen when I press B. And that's why the code just terminated without doing anything. Okay. So let me write that logic now. I just zoomed this one in the notepad. I just zoomed it in. So I can do something like I can do something like if answer. That means whatever the user type here, if the answer, if the user answer or if what the user answered is equal to, okay, this answer here. How do we assess this answer? How do we assess it? Okay. Remember the way we assessed question and the way we assessed options. So that's the way we assess answer. We write Q, then inside there we write answer. That's the way we assess this. So maybe I'll copy this, Control C, and change it to answer. Okay. So if the user answer, this answer is from here, which is what the user answered, is equivalent to the answer I stored here, which is B. Okay. If they are the same, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you need to indent inside if. We discussed that before now. I want to print, correct. I want to print correct. Okay, Control S, correct. But if the user did not get it, okay, so I say else colon 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to print wrong. Wrong. Control S. Okay. Let's now run it. Let's run it. So you say who is going Enugu State? Um, let me just select A, which is Buhari. I know is wrong, but let me just select it. So it gives me wrong because I mean Buhari is not just the governor of Enugu State. Let me rerun it. Let me select. Okay, this is blocking what I'm doing. Let me clear my screen and run. Okay, let me select the right answer, which is B. Okay, okay, it says correct. Okay, it says correct. But look at one funny thing. Look at one funny thing. If I select, B is the answer, right? But if I select B and run it, it will give me wrong. You see why? But I mean, we can clearly see that B is the answer, and that's exactly what I typed here. But it's saying wrong. Why am I failing it? Okay. The reason why we are failing it is because, if you are programming, you need to anticipate what the user will do. Some user will type capital B and some user will type small letter b, and two of them are different thing altogether. Okay. So because they are not the same thing, you need to tell Python, assuming somebody, a user types, even though the instruction is clear there, type capital A, B, C, or D, but somebody will still type small letter b and he will fail it, but he got the answer correct. So we don't want to fail somebody because he typed the wrong letter. So in order to fix that, we can come here and say whatever the user answered, okay, this is the user answer over here. Whatever the user answered, dot upper. Dot upper means convert it to capital letter, uppercase. Upper means uppercase. Control S. So if I run it again and I type small letter b, it will now write correct. You see that? Write correct. And if I run it again, let me clear screen first. If I run it again and type capital letter B, it will still say correct. That is much better. Okay, because I mean B is B. It doesn't matter if it's a small capital letter. So we have fixed that. Now, let me do one more thing before we end the class. Assuming that the user have answered all the question correct. Let's say we have 10 questions and the user got it correct. We want to praise the user, okay? We want to say the user, wow, or perfect, well done, something like that. How can we do that? So let's create a score variable here, okay? I'll create a score which initially is 0 because before the user starts solving, he has not gotten any answer correct. So his score is 0. Okay, so score is 0 initially. Okay, I'm storing score between this and this. Now, here is where the score, you see, is not inside, it shouldn't be inside the for loop. Okay, is here, it should be in the same line. So the score should be here. So I could say something like um if if answer is equal to answer, that means if the user's answer is correct, okay, if the user answer is correct, we want to increase the user score by 1. Okay, we want to increase the user score by 1. What is happening here is the value of score here is 0. Okay, so when you say score is equal to score plus 1, remember the initial score is 0, so it will carry 0 and put here and put 0 here. Okay, so 0 plus 1 will be equal to 1, so score will be 1 here. Okay, so that's what this thing means. So control Z, I will leave it like this. So if the user answer is correct, we want to increase the user score by 1. There are some platforms, like some interview you write, they'll tell you if you get an answer wrong, they'll deduct 1. They call it negative marking. So if the answer is wrong, we don't want to do negative marking. So but if you want to put negative marking, we just come here and say if the user failed the question, score will be equal to what? Score minus 1. That means we have activated negative marking. Okay, but we don't want negative marking. So let's go back here at the beginning. Okay, so if the user score after answering the question, if the user score is equal to I want to introduce a concept now. I want to use a concept, but I've not introduced it. Okay, let me quickly introduce it. Let's say learn. Learn is just like print. Okay, print is used to display something on the console. Learn is used to display, to check the length of your of your what do you call this, of your list. Okay, so length of question bank. What's the length of this question? Length means how many items are there. There's only one item. Okay, one dictionary. This one, there's only one single item. The whole of this, because it is inside the dictionary, it sees it as one item. It's different from when we had pray. Okay, we have pray, and then we have read your Bible. Is different. Okay, this one is seeing it as one single line. So we have just one item. So let's confirm that the length of the item here is 1. Okay, so let me print the length of the question bank. Length length of question bank. It's actually length, not length, just length. Control S. I'll just print it and then I'll run this code. Okay, I can type anything. I'm not interested in this. I can just type T. Okay. Okay, so it runs, but it did not print len. But because I'm not printing it, okay, so let me go ahead and print it. So what is the len of question? We are expecting 1. Let's run it. Okay, let me stop, clear, and run. So let's type just A. You see, the len of question bank, that is this one, is 1. Okay, let me confirm that it's coming from here. Let me just say from here. So that you confirm that this one is actually coming from this print here. Okay, let me put a comma here to avoid getting error. Yes. Okay, let me put just anything. See, it's saved from here 1. That means the length of the question bank is 1. Let's increase this question to 2. Let me copy this, Control C. I'll put a comma here, put enter, Control V. Okay, so this is the second question. So the length should be 2. But let me change this to who is the president of US. Okay, is the president of US. Okay, maybe here we can say Bush or Obama. Let's say Obama. Okay, who is the current president of United States of America, USA? Okay. Yeah, let's say Donald Trump. Maybe here, yeah, let's say Bush. Okay, or George Bush. Control S. Okay. So the correct answer is D, right? Is D. And we already have options. Okay. So let me run this. CLS. If I run this, I'll see two questions now, one at a time. This is the first question, okay, which is this one showing, and the answer is what do you call it? Is B. Okay, now I'm now seeing the second question, which I just added now. This one over here, who is the current president of the United States of America? And that is D. Okay, and I still say correct because I got all of them correct. I say from here. So let's go to that from here. From here, the length of question is what? Is 2. Why 2? Well, it's obvious because I just added the second question here. Okay. So now we we can now see how to get the length of question. Let's use it to solve a simple problem. So let's say if score. Okay, remember that this is where I initialized score to 0. So if score at the end of the answer is equal to the length of the question, that is to say, if score is equal to the length of the question, at this point the score will be 1. Remember that score here is 0. Okay, so if you put 0 plus 1 will be 1. So score will be 1 when I got this one correct. When I got this second one correct, score will now be 2. Okay, score will now be 2. Okay, so if score is equal to the length of question, not question, I think we named this question underscore bank. So if score is equal to the length of question underscore bank, what do you want to do? 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to print perfect, perfect, well done, like that. Okay. But what if score is not up to that? We say L if. L if. Okay. L if means else if. This means else if. Okay. But in Python you call it L if. Just like len. Okay. Length. Okay. It's called len. Okay. Just to make you not to type much things. That's why they are using all of this. Just to make you type fewer things. Because as a programmer, you tend to type like hundreds and even thousands of code. So L if score, assuming score is greater than half of the length of question. Okay, assuming score is greater than half of the length of question, divide by 2. Okay, I just introduced something I have not discussed, so I'll need to discuss it before I use it. Now, double division, this one means is integer division. Remember we talked about int. Okay, for example, if I say 5 divided by 2, the answer is 2.5, right? But it will give you 2, so it will throw away the decimal point and give you the integer part. So if I do something like 10 divided by 3, 10 divided by 9 is 3 remainder 1, so it will just give you 3 and throw away the decimal point. So that's what this thing does. So if, for example, since the length of question is 2, okay, the length of question is 2. So 2 divided by 2 will give us 1. Okay, it will give us 1. Okay, so if score, what the user got is greater than 1, then we want to print good. That is to say, if what the user got is greater than half of the length of question, because 1 is half of the length of question. So if the total question is 10, for example, and the user got more than half, okay, that is this. The user got more than half, greater than symbol, more than half of the total question. We want to print good job. One, two, one, two, three, four. Want to print, okay, good job. Okay, else. Okay, the last else will now be assuming the user did not get up to half of the question. We want to print something like keep practicing. So the user should just go and read this book. Okay, just go and read his book. They should keep practicing. Maybe the user got a value that is not up to that. Okay, now let's run it and check if all of that will work. Let me clear my screen. Okay, I'm getting error here. Perfect, well done. Because I'm not putting it inside double quotation mark. Remember that these are string, so it should now work. Okay, I'm still getting error because I did not put a colon here. You know, after every if statement, there should be a colon here. So I put that colon, control S. Okay, good. So please select bit and by is the answer. B. Let me get the whole question correct and see perfect, well done. Okay, is the president of the United States, that is D. Okay, I see perfect, well done. But you see, because this is the last result, this one is the last result. I don't just want to print well done. I want to print more message. Let me introduce F keyword here. Okay, and print something like your. Okay, maybe I should print something like. Maybe I should print something like well done. Then at the end here, okay, at the end here, I should print something like a final score. Okay, that is the final score that the user got. The final score that he got should be it should be score, which is the variable score over what? Score over the length of question, over length of this. Okay, in braces because they are variables. But let me zoom this in to avoid confusion. So I'll print perfect, well done, and I'll show the user his final score. Okay, maybe I should even show final score before this, before perfect, well done. I show the user final score and I print perfect, well done. I think I also need to show. I also need to show final score. Okay, for this one. Yeah, I need to show final score for this one. Okay, I need to show final score. And I also need so that the user can actually see what he got. I need to show final score for this one, like this. Okay, yeah, Control S. Good. Now let's run it. CLS. So enter. We have B and D. Okay, you see, your final score is 2/2 because I got this one correct and this one correct. Maybe I would like to put a space here after the final score. So, final score Anyway, there's no, I think it's fine. Now let me see how I can display uh, good job. Okay, good job. Let me get just one correct. Okay, the answer is B. That is correct. Let me say A, Obama. That is wrong. So the final score is 1/2 because I got one correct and I got the second one wrong. So you say keep practicing. Okay, keep practicing. So how do I ensure that I get something like this? Well, to do that, I need to increase the number of questions. Maybe I can make it. Let's say let's make it up to three. Okay, I put a comma here, and that will bring us to the end of the class. Let's 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 say where do you call Bo City State? Okay, where do you call Bo City States? Maybe here we say Abuja. Okay, maybe here you say Oka. Okay, maybe here you say Enugu. Maybe here you say Jos. Okay, Control S. I now have three questions, right? Okay, CLS. Let's run this. Let me take this guy out. Okay, so I'm going to get two correct. So it will say good job. Why? It will say good job if I get two correct because two is more than half of this. Okay, it's more than half of this. I think I need to make the question up to 4. I need to make it up to 4. Okay, I need to make the question up to 4. Let me just add one more. Um, what is the capital state of Nigeria? Okay, Abuja, Oka. Okay, I think those options can still go. So I need to rerun it. I press Ctrl C to stop that one. CLS to clear. Up arrow twice to run. So A, okay, Buhari, that is wrong. State D, this is correct. What do you call positive state? Where do you call positive? That is C. Okay. I've gotten two questions correct. Let me get one more correct, which will be three, which is more than half of the question. The total question here is 4. Okay, and 3 is more than half. So it should give me good job. Okay, good job. It should give me good job. So it said what is the capital state of Nigeria? Okay, let's say A, Abuja. Oh, it says wrong because I didn't change the options. I didn't change. I added these two questions. Where do you propose the states? And that is Enugu, which is C. So this one should be C, and this one should be after states. This one should be A. Okay, Control S. So let's do it one more time. Okay. Okay. So we have uh, B to B. Let me get this one correct. Let me get this one correct. Where do you propose the state? That is Enugu C. Let me get this one correct. And then let me fail this one. Let's say D. Okay. What? It says final score 2/3. No, I got, oh, I failed. I failed this one. I didn't put the right answer. It's actually Pitamba. Sorry. Sorry about that. Okay. So let's say Pitamba. That is B, correct? President of the United States, B, correct. Coastal State, C, correct. Okay, now let's pair this one. Let's make this one B. So you now see, good job, because I got 3 over 4 correct, which is 3 over 4 is what? 3 over 4 is 3 over 4 is more than half. Okay, look at it. It's more than half of the length of the question. The length of the question is 4. Okay, half length of question is 4. Okay, length 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 of question is 4. Okay, half of 4 is 2, and I got so that's why I got this one. Okay, so this is how you can create a multiple choice uh, application. Okay, so